So, you want to become a mechanic. You want to start off, but you're not exactly sure how you want to start things off. You're not sure what exactly you need. You got that job and it says tools required. Well, today we're going to look in at one of the newer guys here at the shop. He's got his own starting toolbox. He's going to school, so he's going through the Chrysler CAT program. This is Ron here. Everybody say hi, Ron.
Hi.
So he's going to be going through his toolbox, and we're going to look through and see what you need as a mechanic who's just starting out in the business and getting your Snap-on toolbox started off right. So when you start off as a mechanic, you're not really making the big bucks yet, but you still want to be able to get enough tools in there to make your job seem like it's actually working, and you make your employer think that you know what you're doing. So we're going to start you off here, and we're going to have a look at Ron's box and see what kind of tools that he has that helps him do his everyday job. He is not just a everyday lube tech. He actually does work. He does things here in the shop, everything from little brake jobs, intakes, you know, everything that just a beginning mechanic would start off with. So let's give a look here at his box. So here we are. Here is Ron's Classic Series toolbox. Double bank with one large drawer here in the top. As you can see, size-wise, where it compares to the Master Series and the Classic Series. So here on top, he's got a laptop to be able to log the work that he does. Charger, brake clean thing. Your light sitting there on top. Alright, let's open up the first drawer, have a look. Hello, pretty socket drawer. He does have this thing all organized, which you should as well. That's for sure. An unorganized toolbox is a time-wasting toolbox, that's for sure. So we've got our metric 3/8 here. He does have some magnetic inputs, you know, the inserts in some of these things, which probably goes to show he does a couple of recalls, which you really need these things, that's for sure. Bits, 1/4-inch stuff, ratchets, and then we go into our 1/2-inch stuff. All our 1/2-inch impacts, they also are Snap-on too. 1/2-inch chromes. I told him he had to get these because these are probably the most used socket you will ever use. 3/8 impact swivels, oil change claws, 1/4-inch swivels, also really important. Couple of ratchets. We got 3 ratchets, 2 swiveling. One of them is the locking swivel. And there's our 1/2-inch bar, 1/2-inch ratchet, some more standard sockets. But who uses standard sockets anymore? Not very many people.
Don't forget the backwards ratchet.
Oh, the backwards ratchet, we call it the Pittsburgh goodness. You got to turn it left to turn it off instead of right to turn it off, which is backwards from any other ratchet. Okay, moving on. Wrenches. Metrics, standards, adjustable. This is a really nice adjustable wrench. That is a Snap-on.
Nice thing about it is that it's got up here on the top. It's got your standard and your metric notches on here, so you can adjust it for whatever size you need automatically.
There we go. Pretty cool. Some Allen keys, another light, ratcheting wrenches. Looks like those are what, gear wrench? Yep. Some gear wrench. And some brake tools there in the back. Pliers, them pliers. Snap-on pliers. Some mismatch ones. You know, you guys don't always have to have Snap-on tools, but it helps.
It does help.
Just a little humor in there. But having the pliers that work for the job is much more important. You know, some of the pliers, they're not things that are actually going to go out, and you're not going to break them all the time. So, you know, if you can afford snap-on ones, cool. If not, it's not going to hurt you either. Some electrical stuff over there, and a really awesome torch that told me he needed to get. He uses that all the time, and these butane torches, and it's also good for soldering things as well. Does a lot of his wiring repairs. Nice.
Next drawer.
We've got our snap-on multimeter, which you have to have that for school. If anybody's going through schooling, and anybody who's an actual mechanic, you have to have a nice meter. Don't skimp on that one. Some little screwdrivers, tiny picks, hose picks. I don't even have this nut driver. Huh. And your screwdrivers. And of course, zip ties. That's like the mechanic's version of duct tape.
Mm-hmm. Now we're starting to get into junk drawers.
Junk. But you know what? You can tell a man by how good his junk drawer is. He's got about 10 or so different size bolts and screws and nuts in there, which most of them are 10 millimeters, so he knows what he's saving. That's good. Some centering rings, air chucks, and some don't touch me gloves.
Nothing special in this one.
Paperwork, gloves, dim solo bowls when you got chili day.
Yep.
Here in the bottom, he's got his snap-on set here. I really like those pry bars because they do have the hammering, the ends you can hammer on, the real tough ends. I've only got one of those. Need to upgrade to get the rest of them, but there they are. What is that back there? Oh, your torque wrench. Gotta have a torque wrench. And extra set of, what are those?
That's your extra travel blue point set.
Oh, travel set. You got your socket and ratchet to go. Sweet. And then a couple of other spare parts that he's picked up along the way.
A spare set like this is helpful to have whenever you're in school, especially if you're doing school and work at the same time, because nobody likes to pack up their entire toolbox just to go to school. So having a set like this, is definitely helpful because you can take these with you, travel to school, and then when you come back to work, you've still got everything else here to do your work.
Awesome. So everything to go that you really need to use at school, ready to go at a moment's notice.
Yep. Our top junk drawer.
Everybody needs that top junk drawer. How many of these you got? Only
two.
Two?
I got one down here.
Two of the magnets?
Right there.
Oh, yep. Better keep them where you need them. Wait, you get a couple years in, you'll have 37 of them.
I'm okay with that.
And then our air tools. The MG7, I think, the 725. Yep. And then cordless screw gun, 3/8 impact, and a couple of air ratchets, 1/4 3/8 blue points. Must-haves, that's for sure. The beat-upons, rule hammer, Craftsman claw hammer. Love it. Gasket scraper, punches. Ooh, let's see, what are those? Those are new.
These are the new drill bits we picked up the other day.
Oh, our chucked drill bits that are able to go into the screw gun, you know, the hex bit chucks. Those are some fancy drill bits, and having that drill doctor like I had in my other video, that'll really help, and you know, these things will last forever too. Pretty amazing.
And the nice thing about these is that they've got a extra tip to the head, so it helps keep from having those drill bits walk on you.
Sweet. And last but not least, what we got in here? Fluids. We got your fill funnel, the burp cup. Gotta have one of those. And then we got a DVD collection back here.
The old school.
Oh, you got our 7.2 screw gun. And then, oh, that junk thing. Everybody knows when those came out, they were junk, but you know what? You got to start somewhere. And a DVD collection to test our conversion vans. We do a lot of conversion van stuff here. You got to test out the DVD players. And then it's your test light.
Yep.
Sweet. Gotta haves. And your travel bag.
Travel bag.
Nice.
Got a couple of those, actually.
Sweet. So, Ron, tell me, out of this whole box, for your starter set, what is your most used tool?
Most used tool?
Your most used tool, the one you use like every single day.
That's probably going to be, you know, the classic ratchet with my, obviously, sockets. But this one here I use literally every day.
Do you like that one better, or do you like the one with the locking head better?
Honestly, it's kind of a toss-up. They've got a model out that's this with the push button, because I know you don't like it, but I like the push button.
I think it's dumb.
That kind of keeps the socket from coming off there. I like that, but they also make a version of this ratchet that has this lock on here, so you can make it flop, but then also lock it to where if you need it at a certain angle, you can have it there. So if you took both these together, that would be my favorite ratchet. But
push button with a locking flex head.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, these are, you know, the two things I use the most.
Out of that one?
Out of the whole tool, or the whole box. Next after that is going to be my drill gun. 14
4-line screw gun. You got to get one of those. It doesn't matter. You're putting on license plates. You're drilling out. You know, as you can see, you got the hex bits that we have to match for it. You're using that. You're taking license plate screws out, dash bits. You know, you're going to be using that thing all the time. That was something you definitely have to have. And then I know his impact he got. It was a kind of a hand-me-down for me. He had it, you know, rebuilt, and for a third of the price, if that, of one of the newer ones, that thing still kicks ass if you got some good air pressure in your shop. That's for sure.
Yep.
And as you can see, he takes care of his box. There's not fucking dings and dents and scratches and fingerprints all over the thing. It looks pretty. You spend money on this stuff, and you got to take care of it. That is for sure, guys. Always take care of your shit.
I've had it for about a year.
A year now, and it looks that good?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
It is a very nice box, and we appreciate you showing it to us today, guys. That's for sure. Well, that was a pretty fun little video that we did today, guys. A big thanks to my buddy Ron for helping us out and letting us do a nice tour for his toolbox. It's really cool to get a different perspective from whether you're going with the smaller box, the more advanced box, or another channel that you need to check out. I will put the link down below in the description for Mr. JRC54. He does an amazing job, and his toolbox and tool collection is, we'll just put it as godly. They're pretty awesome. He does a really good job. He's just starting out, so make sure you guys go check out his videos. Tell him Rustbelt sent you. Subscribe to him. He does an awesome job, that's for sure. Well, thanks again for stopping in today, guys. I really appreciate everything that you do for me. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me how you think these toolboxes and tool videos are going, whether you like them or whether you like to see something different. And as always, you guys stay awesome.